Did you know there's a scholarship in Canada that not only pays your full tuition but also gives you 2,300 Canadian dollars every month to live comfortably? And guess what? You could be eligible. Welcome back, my lovely friends, and thank you so much for always clicking that play button whenever I share a new video. And if you are new to this channel, thank you so much for dropping by. I love you. In this video, I'll walk you through the eligibility criteria, the application process, required documents, and important deadlines for this fully funded scholarship. Stay till the end because you do not want to miss out on this beautiful opportunity. Welcome to the official website of McCall MacBain Scholars. Now we are going to explore the benefits of applying for this McCall MacBain Scholarship in order for you to gain admission into the McGill University. So I would also take you along with me on this journey as I navigate through the application process with you and also show you how to apply and choose your preferred program. I also want to mention that I have created a scholarship workbook. This is a workbook that will guide you in preparing for your scholarship. It's a step-by-step detailed workbook. Now, this is a workbook that everything in there was things that I did for my scholarship, for my bachelor's and my graduate program. And if implemented, I assure you that you will ace your scholarship applications. So I will advise you to get this scholarship workbook as it serves as a guideline for you to know the steps and preparation towards your scholarship applications. These are tested and tried steps that helped me, and I put them together into this workbook for you to follow and guide you step by step. I gave this scholarship workbook for free in the month of January this year, but now it's no longer free. So if you're interested, click the link in the description to purchase yours because it will help you in preparing for your scholarship applications. Interested in applying for our 2026 cohort? Applications will open on June 1st. Attend an information section. So this is what you could do: attend an information section before the program takes place June 1st, or you sign up for an email alert. Now, I would advise that you do these because they are really helpful in this scholarship application process, because I personally knew someone who participated in the 2022 cohort of this McCall MacBain Scholars, and this process actually helped her in getting awarded the scholarship. So make sure you click on this information to attend an information section, which will be very beneficial for you in the process of this scholarship. Now, you need to also save June 1st, 2025 on your calendar because this application opens in June, right? I'm bringing this to you earlier so that you could start planning towards the application for the scholarship. How would you make that possible? You can save the date June 1st on your calendar on Google Office, or if you're using Apple, save it so that you could get a reminder before the application date, the start of the application date, right? Now, applications for summer fall 2025 entry closed last year. Finalists have been selected. That was for the last one. So the next one we are looking, and final results will be announced in April. That's the last application. So now we are working towards the fall section. Okay, the McCall MacBain Scholarship have expectations from a scholar, so there are certain criteria that they look forward to. Now let's look at these criteria that will help you in your application process. Exceptional character, so click on that. That's one of the requirement or criteria. Do you value excellence, hard work, service, and lifelong learning? Do you strive to act with integrity, honesty, and empathy? Do you have the tenacity to pursue long-term goals? Are you willing to take meaningful risks? Now, in order for you to get this right, or you need to be truthful, right? You need to be honest in your response. And if you haven't gotten any experience in any of these things required, you could tell them that you are learning towards that, you are a first learner and you look forward to learn in the process, because they always like it when you are interested in learning. Okay, so you can also explain by telling stories if you have experiences where you have proved being an honest person in your relationship at your workplace or as a student, and where you have also displayed empathy with people and your relationship with people as well. All right, so this will also help you in your application process, and it shows that you have an exceptional character and you are hardworking and you value excellence. Now, the second one is a community engagement. So if you have been involved in any community engagement, this is a time for you to shine, right? Let them know where you have successfully completed a community engagement. And also they say, do you value working for and with others to address challenges facing a community? So if you have done that, it might also be at your church if you are a worker in church, or you also get involved in voluntary activities. This is a place where you need to write this in your application and let them know about your experiences and what inspired you to do this, right? Do you pursue a breadth and depth of interest? What are your interests? What are your activities outside school? Do you love sports? Do you love singing? Do you love academic activities and every other thing that you think that excites you personally? They do not have to be related to your academics, okay? They would like to know you as a person, so feel free to explore. Now, the leadership potential. Do you believe in working with and leading others? Or have you been a leader at school, at your workplace, at your everyday activities? Where have you displayed a leadership character, right? Are you ready to take on tough leadership roles to advance meaningful change? Are you driven to help others? Do you really get moved by people? So that's also it's also wrapped up in empathy. Now, to develop, are you driven to help others and to develop the potential of those you lead? So answer all of this in a very honest manner, okay? Entrepreneurial spirit. Are you able to identify unmet needs and motivate others in developing creative solutions to address those needs? Do you believe in forging new paths and not being held back by fear of failure? So to have entrepreneurial spirit doesn't mean that you should have a business. It also means that you have the potential of being an entrepreneur. All right, so make sure that you answer these, or to let them know that you are the kind of scholar they are looking for. Academic strength and intellectual curiosity. Do you have a deep interest in and curiosity about people, ideas, and the world around you? Why do you want the scholarship? What are the things that you are curious about? What are your academic strengths? What are your academic excellence? Like, are you interested in working with people who have different perspectives? Do you have culture shocks? And is there a good fit between your proposed graduate program, your qualifications, and your future plans? Let them know about your qualifications. Why do you want to study for this graduate program? What are your future plans? What would you use this program for? How would it help you in the future, and how would it help mankind? How would it be beneficial to people in your community? This is the place where you need to say all of this. So these are the criteria that they are looking for in a scholar. Now let's look at the eligibility criteria. To be eligible to apply for our 2026 cohort, you will need to meet one of the following criteria. One, okay? You are a current student on track to earn your first bachelor's degree by August 2026. Now you are a current student if you're still in school, right? And your degree is going to be earned by August 2026, you are eligible. This number one. Number two, you earned your first bachelor's degree in the last 5 years, January 2020 or later. So if you have earned your degree from January 2020 or later, you are eligible. You earned your first bachelor's degree more than 5 years ago. Now listen to this, don't get all confused. You earned your first bachelor's degree more than 5 years ago, not last 5 years, now more than 5 years ago, and were 30 years at the time or younger on January 1st 2025. Okay, so so let me just go through that. So you earned your first degree, your bachelor's degree, more than 5 years ago. So more than 5 years ago you were not 30. Okay, that's what that means. And you were 30 years or younger on January 1st 2025. So basically, when you earned your bachelor's degree more than 5 years ago, you were not up to 30 years. You only became 30 on January 1st or younger. So that's what that literally means. So more than 5 years ago you are eligible, but only if you were less than 30 years more than 5 years ago. So if you are, or if you do meet one of these criteria, then you are eligible to apply for the scholarship. You will also need to meet the minimum degree and language requirement for McGill Master's Program admission, because this is a master's scholarship. All right, now we'll look at that later. So the university is McGill University, so they have language requirement in their degree, so you also need to meet that. Let's look at the application timeline. The June to September 2025, that's when you can apply for McCall MacBain Scholars. Make sure to apply early. The McCall MacBain Scholarship application is available online from June to September 2025, right? So you go ample time to prepare for this, for summer or fall 2026, right? So that's for summer, fall 2026 admission. It is separate from McGill admissions, and 2 reference forms are required. So this is separate from the McGill admission. They are separate. So you are going to apply for the scholarship separately, and you would apply for the admission for McGill, right? For the scholarship for McCall MacBain is for McGill University. Do you get that? So you would apply separately for the scholarship and apply separately for the admission. Now you can click on that to look at the application overview. Then October, December, that's the application timeline. Okay, they have the one for October to December 2025. This is when you will have to apply for the McGill program. First of all, you apply for the scholarship, right? Then you apply for the McGill University programs. You will need to apply separately to eligible programs at McGill University. McGill admissions generally open in September for the following fall semester. So they will open in September this year, 2025. Apply by the program deadline or in December at the latest if selected as a scholarship finalist. So you would have been given you would have known the result of your scholarship application by the time you're applying for your admissions at McGill University. So let's look at the eligible McGill programs here. Eligible degrees. You can apply for the McCall MacBain Scholarship in 2025 if you're applying for summer fall 2026 admission to full-time master's or second entry professional undergraduate program at McGill University. For this scholarship, is just for masters, right? The program must consist of 4 to 5 credits or more and take place primarily on McGill's downtown or McDonald campuses. So you have to be in Canada. McGill is in Canada, of course. These are the master's degrees: MA Arts, Architecture, MBA Biz Admin, Masters in Education, Engineering, Information Studies, and just go through them and make sure that your degree is listed among one of these. Now let's explore McGill Master's Program. This is the page where you can search for your master's program in McGill University. So here you can see that they are programs by faculty. All right, so you can browse these programs by faculty. So here you can click, for instance, if you click on arts, it's gonna show you everything about arts and all the programs under the faculty of arts, so you can choose whichever you're interested in, but make sure you do not select the one that has a PhD, because you wouldn't get a scholarship. The scholarship covers just the master's program. So that's how you can streamline your search if you know the course that you want to go for. So you just click on that or enter that in the search box and you will find your program. So let's go back so we can see other ones: dental medicine and oral health sciences. Now I want you to know that any course that you or any program that you will be choosing should be the one that the university would allow you to get a scholarship on, right? That you will be awarded a scholarship. Now, so let's check you see the button here. You can see this is the faculty and engineering programs, right? So this is just a rhetorical example. Let's go through that. Now these are the programs under the faculty of engineering: chemical engineering, biological, biomedical engineering, mining engineering. Here you go. So here they have got masters and PhD, but like I said, this program covers just the masters, right? So we are just gonna click on this. So let's just see how it works. You click on the chemical engineering. All right, so click on the chemical engineering masters. Now this is how you would navigate when you are applying. It shows you the program, unique program features. Make sure you go through everything. Take your time to read it carefully so that you can get all the information that's required. Now the university level admission requirements: an eligible bachelor's degree. This is what you should have, right? Your requirements for this course: an eligible bachelor's degree with a minimum 3 GPA out of possible 4. So you should have a minimum of 3 GPA out of 4. You need to have English language proficiency. I will come back to that. Each program has specific admission requirements, including required application documents. You said please visit the program website for more details. Here you can see the application deadlines for this particular program. So you can click on that to explore the website. Here, this is the website for the chemical engineering. Here it gives you in-depth information about the program. University level admission requirements. There's a place that it says English language proficiency here that I have my cursor hovering around. I'll click on that. English language proficiency. Now, proof of proficiency is required. Since English is a primary language of instruction and communication at McGill University, you must demonstrate an adequate level of proficiency in English regardless of your citizenship, status, or country of origin, because they would like to know that you could speak English since that is their primary language of instruction during your studies. So they would require you to have a TOEFL, an IELTS standardized test, McGill Certificate of Proficiency in English or McGill Certificate of Proficiency English for Professional Communication, but I think the most popular ones are the TOEFL and IELTS. Please note that these are minimum acceptable scores. The McGill graduate department to which you are applying may require higher test scores, so the particular program that you are applying may need a higher test scores. Please verify the program's specific requirements by visiting the department website. You saw how we navigated to the chemical engineering website, so that's how it will take you to the website of your program. Please note that the Duolingo English test is not accepted for admissions to graduate programs at McGill University. So I wanted to make sure that I emphasize on this. Now, the Duolingo English test is accepted by some universities, but McGill University at this time is saying that they do not accept the Duolingo English test So if you already have that, I'm sorry, you cannot make use of it, because what is accepted is the TOEFL and the IELTS. But not to worry, there are also an exemption. Like I said, the proof of proficiency not required. You can see that. Normally, if you meet any of the following conditions, you are not required to submit proof of proficiency in English. Now, the bullet point number 1, mother tongue. If your mother tongue is in English, right? Your first language is English and used on a daily basis, you will not require to submit any English test. If you have obtained or is about to obtain an undergraduate or graduate degree from a recognized institution in Canada or the USA, you will not submit the English test. The third bullet point says, if you have obtained or about to obtain an undergraduate or graduate degree from a recognized foreign institution where English is the language of instruction, you will not apply. You will not need to submit an English test. So this is really beautiful, because if you have studied for your bachelor's in English, like the language of instruction was English, that I did during my time when I was applying for a master's program, you can get a proficiency, proof of English proficiency letter from your university, and you will not have to submit an English test. And I think at the time I got that, I had to pay for it, right, in the US. So I paid for that, so I didn't need to submit any proof of English because my university gave me that letter. So you could do that. Ask for a proof of English letter from your university stating that your language of instruction was in English. If you have lived and attended university or been employed for at least 4 consecutive years in a country where English is the acknowledged primary language. Now, if you have attended university or you have been employed for at least 4 years in a country where English is the acknowledged primary language, you do not have to submit an English test. So, if you fall into any of these categories, then congratulations, because then you would not have to submit a English test. No IELTS or no TOEFL will be required, and I think many of you should fall under this category. Now, getting back to our course, the program we chose for our presentation is chemical engineering. So back here, we now know how to, go around the proof of English test. So you have met all of that and you are ready to apply now. Okay, so what you will do is to click on apply now, and it takes you here. So we are here now when we have clicked on apply. So ready to apply. To submit an application to a graduate program at McGill University, consult the application steps. There are application steps, so you can just click on that to see what the steps are and choose the appropriate term below. These are 3 potential intakes at McGill: winter, summer, and fall. So you are looking towards the fall section. This is the application. So when you click on that, it brings you here. Not all programs accept students at different intakes. So a rhetorical example, if someone is going for mathematics and another person chemical engineering, the program accepts students at different intakes. It's your responsibility to check when your program of interest accepts applications. So the mathematics and chemical engineering might accept students at different times, right? Please visit the programs page to see intakes for your department of interest. Also, I would like to emphasize on the importance of going through the FAQ section. The frequently asked questions is where all questions that you need to know concerning the university or the scholarship is answered. Now, there are other questions as well. I earned my first bachelor's degree more than 5 years ago, and I will turn 31 this year. Am I still eligible to apply this year? Let's see that. Yes, you are eligible to apply. So these are the sort of questions that you get answered here. Make sure you go through So the McCall MacBain Scholarship has an FAQ section here, and here you will see questions that have been answered. The scholarship, what it covers a living stipend of 2,300 Canadian dollars. Now you will get your full tuition paid, tuition and fees. It covers tuition and fees for a master's degree program at McGill University. You have a living stipend of 2,300 Canadian per month, Canadian dollars per month. These are also other questions. Which graduate programs are covered? You can check the programs overview of eligible programs. We've gone through all of that, but check if your preferred program is covered. FAQ, the frequently asked questions. When should I apply for MacBain Scholarship? The MacBain Scholarship deadline is 12 to 15 months before the start of your program at McGill, so you can apply 12 to 15 months before your program at McGill University. Most people will therefore apply for the scholarship before they apply for a graduate program at McGill. I think this is beautiful because I pray that you all get this application. If you're applying, get the scholarship, right? But at least you get to know your status, right, by applying for the scholarship before applying for the McGill University. So I think I find that really good. Can I choose to be endorsed or apply directly? Click on that. You need to be endorsed by your university for this application. Transcript and test scores. You cannot apply with an unofficial transcript. I will apply to McGill program that requires a standardized test. Do I need my standardized test score to apply? We talked about the official. It is not necessary to submit standardized test scores as part of the McCall MacBain Scholarship application. So if you already have a strong test score, you may include it to help demonstrate your academic qualification, but otherwise you do not need a test score to apply for the scholarship. So these are important information that you need. And also you get information and questions answered after applying what you need to do. So the FAQ section is of paramount importance that you go through them, and I would also leave the link in the description box of this video. Now here, when the scholarship is open in June, you can come back to this official website, which the link will be left in the description box of this video as well. Then you would see where you could apply on this official page. All right, the reason it's not here, the portal isn't open because it's not June yet. This brings me to the end of today's presentation. If you have found any value in this content, make sure that you watch the next video that will be displayed on your screen about guaranteed scholarships in the USA, where I shared fantastic opportunities for people who would like to study in the USA for free. And also do not forget to share these videos to your friends and loved ones who would also love to study in Canada or in the USA. And if you are not yet a part of this beautiful family, what are you waiting for? Make sure that you subscribe to this channel by hitting the notification bell so that you will always be the first person to get notified whenever I share new videos. Thank you so much. And also, if you're not yet a part of my Telegram channel, make sure that you subscribe to my Telegram channel, and the link is in the description box of this video, because there I share fully funded scholarship opportunities that I do not bring on this YouTube channel. And also, if you aren't following me on my social media platforms, make sure that you follow me on Instagram and on TikTok, where I also share scholarship opportunities. Let me know if you are going to be applying for this beautiful scholarship in Canada when it opens. And also let me know when you get selected, because I would like to hear testimonies, because this is what the channel is all about. I wish you good success in your application to McCall MacBain Scholarships. Until next time, think big, think success.